This is Salamancer. You are watching SalTV Competitive TF2, and today I've got an awesome pink hat for you. It makes the scout look a little like, well, we won't go there. And today I have an awesome game for you guys between GOIN Heavy in the blue and Classic Mixup in the red. Classic Mixup, of course, going to I-46 in less than a week. They will be in England, and I'm joined to cast this special occasion by the legendary Techdude. What's up, man?
How's it going, Sal?
It's going good here, and Tech, you have been an invite before, if I'm not mistaken, doing a pretty good job on the Pocket Soldier, right?
I was a roamer back then, but things haven't changed much. So hopefully we can get some good ideas on how this match is going to go.
Well, if the names are any indication, I'm thinking that O-Plate is probably going to go heavy, but it looks like we do have a pause. Okay, sorry about that. A little pause. We are back right now, though, and I don't remember what we were talking about exactly, but I think they're going to go heavy at some point in the game, which, to be fair, that's not an awful
That's their
strat
name.
for this,
That's
right?
what they have to do.
But for this map, though, going heavy is not always a bad idea, right?
You know, if the other team is at all disorganized, it works great. Because as long as that heavy can stay alive on those pushes, he's so powerful.
Well, right now it looks like nobody from GOIN Heavy is staying alive. It's actually Mixup just completely crashing them right now with a bit of a, not a spawn camp, but definitely, what do they call this, a house camp?
Yeah, they're holding forward, so Blue's looking to get out and get some position before they have to Uber, but that's always the challenge. They're jumping out, getting out on the right side. I'm actually getting a pick. That's actually really going to help them into this push as long as they don't lose anyone else.
Oh, man. Yeah, KBK, though, is so hurt right now. He's going to need a lot more health. He's got the Uber charge, so they can push forward any time, and they could take out Pure, who, by the way, is named Genevieve. He does not have Uber yet. And I
got the point, though. They've pushed him off of it pretty well here.
Well, I'm kind of surprised. It looks like, oh no, Pure is getting bombed now. Somehow surfed away from that last rocket, just barely managed to get above the wall there. Oh, and KBK dropping to Platinum. That can't be too good for their chances here.
Well, Red has popped in the meantime, even though that Blue's medic is down. They're gonna have equal Uber charge after this push, so I want to see Blues push straight into this because they know it's equal. Like, there's nothing to lose when you both don't have Uber. That's your chance to just kind of get a free point or get some free time.
Okay, all right, that's what's going to happen then. As 2C from GOIN Heavy, that .HWG I think stands for Heavy Weapons Guy, by the way. But no, 2C, oh, eaten a scattergun to the face from that Scout, and it does look like Scout will escape. Don't know which one that was. May have been either Enigma or Rune. I cannot tell. And yeah, right now, GOIN Heavy does not look like they can win this round very easily, do they? It's going to take a lot of time on point.
That's for sure. They kind of half push out left, and they just kind of went back. And HWG again is died on middle. That's actually Oreo's, and so he's down at the beginning of their push, and they're just not committing.
After Pure, you know, he's trying to get that suicide to kill, and it did not work at all. And here you go, Pure right away popping Uber before KBK can actually get it. But KBK, they can't find him. And I think that he will actually get the Uber just in time to save that.
He got popped in, spawned by a Scout, though, so this is going to be kind of all for naught. I can't even get out that door. Oh, they're at the door, but... Oh, man. They just don't have time for this. They need to get on the point now.
Yeah, big jump coming in from the Soldier over there, and that's actually Hard Blue doing a bunch of damage. Didn't get him on camera, sadly, but he did take out O-Plate and KBK. Enigma now chasing down a couple of players here before Lansky takes him out. And it's just Tony Swan left alive at the moment. He's got to get on the point, and that's going to suck for him because he really wanted to go start chasing down like Platinum and Pure. But he's going to get taken out as well, as there's just not enough time left in this round, I think. And so Mixup...
They have an 80% advantage, and time's running out. There's nothing they can do against this.
No, and I will say, if you haven't been following the scene, Tech, which I'm sure you have, but Mixup is definitely like the super team this season. They are the team to beat, man. So
super team. So I'm assuming that means they're a grouping of two older teams.
It does actually. So it's two teams that had some players that they've played together for quite a while, but they are some superstars in the TF2 community as well. It used to be Classic Mixup replaced a couple of their players from last season with some of the players from Mihai's Flow. So this super team is going places, but we'll see if maybe GOIN Heavy can return the favor here. I mean, it's nobody's a sure thing right now, and when they've got O-Plate at least, who's an amazing player. In fact, a lot of their players.
Well, so far this middle, that's not really helping them.
No.
Red is again getting the advantage and push them out, and as the medic goes down, it's going to be a tough hold to get that Uber up and try to push back.
No, it looks like Sweater. I think Sweater actually may have hit Ruin here, Barf Printer. I don't know why his name is that. But he may have actually hit him with a pill. It's just that Ruin was at like a full overheal, so it hardly did anything to him.
Oh no.
Whatever the case,
that's Ruin though, man. If he's up there to be hit, he has a buff, and there's nothing you can do to him. There he goes down on the ledge there.
Yeah,
but again, like,
good ragdoll.
He's the only guy to die, and the whole rest of the team is almost down.
Wow, Hardblue trying to jump into spawn and take out KBK, but no, Sweater, perfect prediction sticky there. Sweater himself is an extremely good demo man. I've seen a lot of hype about this guy, you know, the skill detector from
oh, he's
the
been to LAN before.
Communities. Yeah, no, this guy's
he's got that experience.
Solid. So he's a very good demo man. You know, going up against Platinum, I think these two may be evenly matched, but like, you know, demo men don't usually face off against each other. It's just that, oh man, Platinum jumping straight in at the demo medic combo.
He made the difference there. Taking the medic out absolutely destroyed their counter push. It's gonna let them keep this point. Oh, we have another pause.
And I think we do. Whoa, a little bit of stuttering there, and it does look like this time around the heavy weapons guy team, yeah, there you go, they do get the player replaced, just rejoining. Not sure who that was because I have my text turned off.
Tony Swan, one of their scouts. Now, Platinum died at the very beginning of their push, so they should be able to get back on this point and take it from them.
Scouts are really important on this map, though, right? You got to make sure you got them. And it looks like KBK, Lansky, and 2C all dying at the same. 2C is Oreos,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, 2C is Oreos. It's the roaming soldier for blue.
Yeah. Well, going heavy having some problems here. I mean, you got to have good scouts on this map to cover your flanks, cover all the routes that the opponents can get on top of you. But it looks like even the scout battle doesn't matter right now as much as just the bombs from Hardblue and Platinum. So intense.
Yeah, like, even though Platinum died at the beginning of that last push, like, they just cleaned him up afterwards. It wasn't for anything. And then okay, so Red is forced to pop here. They're pushing them back into their spawn at this point, and hopefully Blue Medic can get out. That's the key important thing here. And he did, so he's all the way back in his spawn.
And Hardblue now taking some damage here from this soldier, but he will not get taken out. Lansky not able to finish him off, and so Harb's just going to get some healing from the mid again, maybe take a forward position. This is what you like to see out of Mixup, right? They really love taking this forward position and hanging out right in front of their opponent's choke points as much as possible.
They do, but this is Blue's chance to get back. They have Uber advantage, but they don't have the picks. They just lost 2 guys. That's not going to help them push at all.
Oh my god, so many players jumping in at KBK right now, and KBK holding himself outside of spawn, just trying to bait. Now he goes back in and grabs some help from the cabinet. But I mean, going heavy has not had any time on this point so far, have they?
Not at all.
Oh.
But here's their chance. They have an advantage for another 10 seconds or so to get this point and to keep them off of it. They need to get that medic down. They need to get him right now. And they waited so long. I mean, they got a better Uber pop, but it's just about the same.
I'm watching the Oreos cam right now as he is working on his roaming, but at this point it's not helping all that much. He didn't get a lot of damage done. Could not find the med there. Enigma's getting some heals now, so it looks like the one meat shot that he took did not matter. There you go, finally finished off. Mixup still being very aggressive on the point, though.
It's very even fight, very even fight.
Oh, Pure just barely dodging that pill from Sweater, and now we've got Tyler and the rest of his team just waltzing onto the point. Even though they are one man down, they've got a bit of a damage disadvantage. They are bluffing their health here, aren't they?
Blue just wimped out. They just ran away. They had the even numbers, they had similar health, and they didn't keep on the point like they needed to.
That's something that I have almost never been able to call out, because I can't tell like when a player is actually bluffing. But in this case, it just looked like Mixup said, nope, let's walk forward. And the point was handed to them.
Yeah, if they had stopped them from capping that, they would have had a much better chance at keeping that time going.
I want to watch the Tyler cam again here as he is going to be rocking it. But so for roaming soldier in invite on this map, and that's going to be different than other, you know. Well, it's different than other divisions because as roaming soldier in like open, you can do whatever you want on this map. But in invite, is there a lot of off-classing you should do, or should you pretty much stay on soldier the whole time?
The key really is getting the medic down at key like transition times, like when he's almost to Uber, or when he has Uber, you want to make him pop. And if you can't do that, you really just have to back your team up. You see some soldiers going super aggressive or staying super passive. It's one of the two.
Wow, and once again, Mixup is kind of hanging out in their opponent's spawn area. Enigma was right in front of that spawn door before Lansky took him out. That's crazy. I've never seen that much aggression out of a team in invite. Are these teams just really seriously mismatched?
You know, so far they have been. I mean, Blue really hasn't gotten the point for any significant amount of time, and the aggression that's coming from Mixup here is way too much for them to handle. Already scouts of Mixups are on mid and making them pop before they even need to. That's with a disadvantage in positioning.
Well, that is Mixup popping actually, going heavy, jumping in now with their own counter pop, and it looks like they do want to chase Pure down. He's taking a bit of damage here, and can he get to the health kit in time? He can, but he's getting chased by too many players. Pipe finishes him off there from Sweater, so that guy's going to be happy to get that kill. And Mixup is now going to have, let me see, Hardblue. I would imagine he's going to jump in here, right? Oh, never mind, he got caught out. But Ruin was there to at least get one kill and then help save him before he dies as well. So Mixup down 2 right now. And they've got an uber disadvantage. What do they do in this situation?
Well, hold the point exactly like they are if they can. Or I'd rather get back on it. I'm all mixed up here, aren't I?
Oh, it's funny. It's even more funny because apparently there's an open team now called the Classical Mixtape.
Man, this is impossible.
Wow, yeah, Mixup jumping in. They still have that Uber disadvantage. KBK is up in the Ubers right now. Ruin wants to jump in and get the kill. I mean, that's just some crazy aggression. But he and Hardblue this time around not having an easy time getting on top of the blue med. So
they know they don't have Uber, though, so they're trying to keep the pressure on them, trying to get some damage before they can have the retreat against that Uber charge.
Okay, okay. Because I'm a little, I'm thinking that maybe GOIN Heavy has finally realized, okay, look, Ruin and Hardblue are going to be on our flank all the time. And there you go, they just took out both soldiers. That's going to really slow this push down because those soldiers, Tyler and Hardblue, are pretty incredible. Yeah,
that was the suicide timing you saw. They wanted to say, okay, well, we know they have Uber. It takes a while for us to get Uber still. Let's do something crazy to try to make them pop. And it didn't work. But that doesn't lose them anything because they know they can't quite push yet.
Oh, and Hardblue is on the spy now. I don't think he's been spotted out yet, so he's got to be really careful about all the spam coming in. He may have just been spotted there, but I don't actually think so. He's not going to get the med pick before that Uber is popped, so it looks like the aggression did manage to make KBK pop. And we're just going to see Hardblue maybe sneak up behind Sweater now and get that backstab. That's a good one.
This is Mixup's chance to take this all back. They have the Uber on mid, and they're taking the players down. Are they going to finish it? Looks like they will.
They will, yeah. Lansky's down. That's going to be all the soldiers. O-Played is down as well.
But that's a huge pick. Ooh. Tony Swan got their med at that last moment, that last click of his mouse before he had no more control of his body.
So I played a couple of pickup games, I think, with Tony Swan before he even, I know we're paused, but before he even, but before I knew who he was. And I was like, Tony Swan is a ridiculous scout. Why am I playing against this guy? I hate this. No, he really is. He is a ridiculously good scout, especially deathmatch-wise. I'm not really qualified to comment on his game sense, but I know that he was just incredibly good with his aim. So I'm gonna pause it for this pause here.
Alert. The control point is being contested.
Okay, these guys, I mean, they should be unpausing pretty soon. Again, don't remember what I was talking about. It was something, it was Tony Swan, who is a pretty awesome player. And this time around, Mixup loses a player. That is going to be one of their soldiers. No, not one of their soldiers. I'm sorry. It's going to be the demo, Platinum, just now getting back in the game. Losing Platinum is a pretty big deal. Now, they are going to be checking their back. You see Blue Team, they know there's a spy still hanging around. They're going to be watching behind them at this point. And KBK himself, the medic, it's a good habit to have. When you know there's a spy around, you just constantly turn your mouse, watch behind you. But it looks like Hardblue's going to get in. No! Tony Swan finds him out.
Takes him out. What Redis used that distraction to get position on the point here. They're trying to cap it. They're trying to push him back off of the point so they can cap it back. But it's all for naught.
Yeah, Mixup will cap it again.
The medic got taken down right as they were doing that. A soldier got behind him and landed on him.
Well, so why is it so important to have your medic alive for these pushes? Because it seems like Mixup, I mean, they can take the point without their med, right?
They took the point without their med, but they didn't have Uber yet, so it was kind of a ploy just to get time. And because Pure died as they were doing that, they're just going to lose the point immediately afterwards. So yes, they had some more additional time, but because they lost their med, they can't hold it in any sense. So, and that's exactly what you're seeing. You're seeing HWG pushing back, getting that forward hold against the enemy team to make it hard for them to get out of their spawn area.
Well, we've got Mixup kind of diving for the point again. Interestingly, KBK was holding on the red ridge, so he's actually holding on his opponent's ridge there, and I don't think they spotted that out. KBK will jump up and surf himself just barely onto that wall there to avoid damage. O-Plade's trying to do some damage over here to Platinum, who will escape for the moment, but Mixup need to get some time on the point. They've gotten 3 kills. They should be able to do that. But Oreo's jumping in after Purity, gets that kill again. That's going to be a big, important one. As,
that's the second time we did that.
Mixup getting a lot of kills, but they're going to have a huge disadvantage in the Ubers. KBK almost has that Uber ready to go, and that means they can just push on the point. It's in overtime. As soon as they take it, they win.
How much time is left for red? I think my HUD is messed up.
They've still got a minute left. They have to hold this.
Oh, a minute. Okay,
now,
so this is really an opportunity for HWG to get a point.
That it is, and they're pushing right now. They've got the Uber, pop it around the corner just to make sure KBK doesn't take any damage there. They've got a bunch of players capping already, and Mixup, I mean, they need to jump in somebody right now to try and stop that capture, which they are doing. Getting
I am so
2
disappointed
kills.
with that Uber. They didn't do anything. Nobody died.
Oh, wow.
Nobody died.
Oreo's going huge, though. He's gotten 2 kills so far. And now KBK is actually running in with the Uber saw. He's trying to get some hits. Can he actually finish this off? I don't know. Looks like he is at 78% Uber already, and a crossbow hit somewhere over there. Oh my gosh, this is insane. No, there you go. Going heavy actually gets a point there.
Oh, very good for them. Their Uber initially, they were not fighting any Uber guys. They had all these people to shoot at, and none of them died until after the Uber was over. So that could have been much smoother for them. At the end, it was a very clutch situation where, as you were saying, their medic was getting those Uber saws and making it chaotic for them to try to kill all of them.
That was chaotic, scrappy, whatever you want to call it. I was just noticing the overheal order, which is something I actually didn't know about Viaduct in particular, but it looks like for this map, you do need, nice shot by Oplade, you do need to overheal your scouts like first and then some of your heavier classes, is that right? Okay.
Yeah, because scouts get out of your range so fast, and it's so easy to get to mid that they're still going to have those buffs when they get to mid.
Yeah. And a fairly large buff, actually. I was watching the Oplade
for sure.
and he still had 160 as he was walking out there, which is a pretty high amount of health by the time you get to mid for a scout.
You can take like a sticky or a splash rocket or like 4 scatter gunshots at range with that amount of buff.
It's pretty good. And oh, nice little shot there. I think that was Tyler. Pure is in some trouble. He will have to pop the Uber, but at very least Tyler got a nice air shot on somebody who's strafing right by him. This guy has just superb aim with those rockets. I don't know how he does it.
He surprises you every time he aims up in the air. He hits half of those air shots, and you don't even know how it's possible.
Yeah, I've never even played against him. I did upload a video of him MGEing against Ruin, if you saw that. So,
oh, really?
Yeah, and apparently Ruin won. It was 20-19 on Granary last. So you know, there was some complaints about how you have to camp the pipe and it sucks, but
that is so Ruin.
It was pretty hilarious. I take it you know a little bit about Ruin then?
Yeah, he's the type of guy that, you know, has the persona of not caring about anything, but then when he plays, he just beats everyone. It's one of the few guys that can actually execute that. Now, HWG has Uber and is pushing back. Remember, Mixup still has the Uber wait. They're just waiting to get them all involved so they can counter on them and kill everybody.
I think Hardblue's been spotted here on the spy, but we'll start trying to chase down KBK. He gets a couple of revolver shots off. Wants to hit 1 or 2 more here. KBK actually jumps in, tries to get the Uber saw on him, and it doesn't work. He ends up getting revolvered, very much punished for that sort of.
None of that mattered though, because Mixup never had to pop their Uber. Hardblue getting KBK or not doesn't really change anything except a few seconds of delay.
I think if KBK had actually gotten that Uber saw and gotten away with it, that might have changed things considerably. They would have had a much faster Uber timing. Mixup might have had to be more aggressive. I don't know. But they're certainly, they're popping that Uber right now, and they will probably get KBK out of this. There you go. Ruin was right on top of him. Ubered as a scout. That's a scary thing to see. And
Mixup saw that they had pushed in with their combo and just popped straight on them. That was perfect. There's no reason to stay back when you know you have Uber, you know they don't, and they're right in front of you.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of this is just kind of textbook play out of Mixup. Would you say that Going Heavy's making mistakes here, or what are they trying to do with this?
They can't deal with the aggression, like, especially them jumping into spawn and putting balls to the wall against KBK. It's making the difference. He's dying when he doesn't need to, and they can't get Uber when they want. Without that, it's just, Viaduct gets a lot harder.
It seems like it's a very hard map right now for Blue. They've gotten, 4 kills. They're still not standing on the point. They're having such trouble right now from the scout, who does take on the medic once again.
Negama going huge. He almost got the demo as well. Now, Ruin is jumping up top. He's probably going to take him out.
Yeah,
yep.
He does get Sweater. Yeah, this scout aggression is just so insane right now. And Ruin, I think, is even trying to get away from that soldier who jumped in after him. Mixup losing a lot of players, though, so no, Ruin does finally go down. And Going Heavy will hold the point for a little while. Roughly even Ubers. And Tony Swan's kind of holding the high ground here. Very nice dodging. Didn't take any damage from those rockets. Finally eats one of them, but I mean, that was a very long-range rocket, so he experiences that fall off. We do have Hardblue on the heavy. First heavy of the night, and it is not from Going Heavy, which that's just shameful.
That's just shameful.
But yeah, he's jumping in right now. Does take down Oreos immediately. He's not going to be this good at long range, though, is he? He's nice and overhealed, nice and buffed. But he needs to get up a lot closer to these.
Well, they're
players
letting him get. They're just letting him walk on the point. That's the key thing that you can't let a heavy do. Only the demo was shooting at him at the beginning, and then everyone ran away. So yeah, it's working so far. Again, the demo's spamming him, but no one else really is.
Well, Uber comes in right now. They have Uber to scout. That is O-played with the Uber, but the Uber actually popped flash for a second on Harblu as well, and perfect flash. You see O-played running in there, trying to hit Harblu on the heavy with a meat shot, and it just did not work. So that is probably going to be halftime here. 3-1, classic mix-up against GOIN heavy. Wait, is it a halftime, or do they just play through?
It's half, but it's 4 to win, so you only have to play one more.
Then we'll be back with the second half.
Alert. The control point is being
Okay.
contested.
So we're live in that second half. It is, of course, 3-1 Mix-Up versus GOIN Heavy. And do remember that they have switched sides now. So Mix-Up's in the blue, GOIN Heavy in the red. And we're going to see a mid-fight here as Harblu cloaks up on the spy immediately. He's liking the off-classing tonight.
He got completely through that left side. There was no scouts over there, and he probably knew from earlier rounds that they weren't holding it very well.
Oh, and
Easy
immediately
two
gets 2 picks there. Yeah,
Easy
KBK
2
and
picks. His
Sweater.
team already cleaned up everybody else, so that was all that was left. You know, even without that spy, it was likely they would have caught them out before they retreated. Just because of 6 people versus 2, it's really hard to retreat off that and not die.
Yeah, he actually, if he had been playing, if he'd just been playing Soldier there, he could have done a lot of damage. In fact, going around through that left-hand side, if he knew the scouts weren't there, oh, he gets another pick on KVK though. Oh,
that's
ridiculous.
the transition that a spy is worth it. I mean, Medic just walked out. He was healing his team up, and low Uber, but that destroys their ability to push. That destroys their ability to really contest this point yet.
Wow, and Platinum hitting pipes like it is going out of style. He's taken out a scout here and did a lot of damage to Sweater as well. Sweater, I don't think retreated. No, he actually did die. Harblu's still on the spy, and he.
Yep.
I think he actually
This is where
died,
you want
right?
to see HWG trying to get the Medic to pop. Like, you have, before you get Uber, you have about, well, I suppose KBK is at about 50%, but right about now, if you're dying on suicides, you'll have time to get back up and push before you have Uber.
Oh, this time around, KBK does hit Harblu once, going for the crossbow now, and he will get into spawn. Harblu can't get that kill, so he is now going to die. Actually gave away some Uber charge there, but what a ridiculous play.
But that's what they wanted. So HWG now knows they have an Uber advantage. They made Mix-Up pop, and they can push back with confidence, knowing that, all we need to do is get in their faces and get some kills.
That's what they're going to go for, but do look at the times. It's 130 versus 3, so GOIN Heavy really need a lot of time on point right away. They are going to get the capture, I think, as they might have the Uber forced. In comes Platinum, jumps in. KBK just does not want to deal with that, so he does immediately pop. They are getting a couple of good picks here. Enigma now down as well. Good Uber flashing to save Tony. And Tony Swan is trying to find that scout who is behind their lines. Can't do it, so in that situation, I mean, you're just communicating to everybody, look, there's a scout behind, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, trying to clean up your flanks so you don't get flanked when the Uber's off, and trying to keep them off the point. That was a really good retreat by Mix-Up. Their combo got out. They delayed him enough on the point. I mean, you can't ask more than that against an Uber push.
Well, Tony Swan now down, and there's going to be a lot of chasing going on from Mix-Up. They will knock into GOIN Heavy, push them all the way back to their spawn once again. And Platinum, what is he doing? Oh my gosh!
I'm very disappointed. They didn't put any pressure on Pure as they were pushing in.
Did you see that? Platinum is firing stickies over the house right towards the spawn door. I have never seen anybody do that before.
There's a video on YouTube somewhere where someone does that in an ESEA match, and he gets a kill on a rocket jumping soldier. It's just jumping up there.
Wow, that's
It's one of the greatest things ever. Here's the pressure that HWG needs on their combo. They need to make him pop.
Well, it looks like Mix-Up, they do pop. They're going to have a significantly better Uber right now. Just need, Pure here to connect with his soldiers, and that is going to be Harblu down. Tyler actually going down as well, so Pure is in a bit of trouble here, but he's got his scout to save him. Of course, the scouts on Mix-Up very, very good as well. And that is going to be Mix-Up with Enigma taking down Lansky. KBK's down, and a nice Uber saw from Pure will finish that off.
That's a hard situation. 2 scouts against 2 scouts and a medic. I mean, you can't flank them because they go as fast as you, and they kind of stick around their medic.
Tony going sniper, and he's got, what sniper rifle is this? Oh, it's the Opper Hand, one of those new reskins, I think. I think it's just a reskin, right?
I believe it is, yes.
But it's from Counter-Strike Go, actually. So I'm thinking I should probably check that one out. But yeah, the 10-second time left, that means that going heavy, need to get some time on the point right now. And the sniper is not helping the push at the moment because everybody's Ubered. He's getting pressured a lot by the scouts, and he does get taken out. Oplade comes in to help finish off Pure, but is this going to be it? I don't think so,
Platinum is
actually.
bottling KBK. Oh, it didn't make it.
Well, oh, this aggression from the soldiers. They're actually going to defend this for the moment. There goes the demo man. And nobody is going to be... Oh, nice Uber saw from KBK. He can get on there, but he needs... Oh, no.
What is he doing?
Being too hesitant. He had the Uber.
So this is how America plays
hang
against
on.
Europe.
I think I just completely ruined that. Anyway, that was Classic Mixup winning it. And Classic Mixup going to I-46 next weekend. So, Techdude, give me your thoughts real quick on how I-46 is going to go.
I'm so excited to see how American teams play against Zeros. I mean, you even hear an excitement in the European casters as they talk about and they see these matches, even in like the Nations Cup that's going on right now. I think both sides are going to be surprised by what happens. I think we are going to win, but it's going to be very, very interesting.
I do hope for an interesting round, an interesting match, and I will be there filming everything. I hope that at least one or two people who promised me to buy me a beer actually follow through, but not more than one or two because I get sloshed really fast. Anyway, Techdude, thanks a lot. Hope to see you again in the TF2 community in the near future. I know it was awesome seeing you on HRG, Go to LAN, and you have been a huge help to the community. So do stick with it, man. And I will...
Thanks for having me around.
Yes, sir. See all you viewers later.